back the way I came. Southwest departures. Got where I need to be. Only took about 45 minutes to get from the game ending in the stadium to get to my gate, which I've walked past just to talk to the camera now. Flight was delayed about 45 minutes, not a huge deal. There's actually at the same gate a plane going directly to Vegas. I think directly, because mine is going to LA. We're landing and then we're taking off again going to Vegas. I'm gonna ask if that flight is full, because if it's not, I don't even have any luggage. It's so simple. I got my sling pack and that's it. So I could get to Vegas maybe at like 7 instead of like 10:45 tonight. Get some more hours of poker in. Maybe something great's going on at Sahara again. So I'm gonna see. And I've gotten to the end of the airport. So I'm gonna turn around and go back. That's it. I will say in the airport, this is some nice scenery by the way, nothing like near the stadium. Got some water and some mountains off in the distance, a lot of birds flying around near the stadium. It's just a lot of rundown buildings, a lot of abandoned cars, a lot of homeless encampments. It is a really bad area. I didn't feel unsafe. It's just like real dilapidated and ugly, but I can see why they want to move the team. I didn't eat in the stadium because I ate at the food truck and the sourdough place, but nachos were, I think, 7 and change. Hot dog 7 and change, a sausage 8 and change. I think popcorn was 5 something, and candy was 4 something. So I looked at the menu, but I didn't get anything. So reasonable prices. I don't know what the quality was like, but reasonable prices, better than the Strip at least. And inside the stadium was nice. I was, for most of the game, in the last row in the upper deck. Still a very good view. If I go back in mid-May for the A's Reds game, which I might do just to see literally the least I could do this trip for, because this trip was not to minimize cost, it was just to do it. I can do it better for a lot less money. It would be against a bad team like the Reds. This trip was over 4. I'll go over everything to the penny in the last video of the series, but I think I could do it again, plan a little bit more in advance, and now that I know the routes, the train, the streetcars, things like that, I could do it for like 180. I think it would be cool just to see the cheapest I could do it for. Fly somewhere, fly back in one day. I always loved the idea of that. If I get a window seat, I'll give you some nice footage of the takeoff and the landing probably if I'm not asleep. I've slept like 20 minutes of the past 31 hours. If I don't get a window seat, probably just see you back in Vegas. So the flight got delayed. I asked at the same gate if I could get the earlier flight to Vegas. She said it was booked and there's a standby list, so there's no way I'd be able to get on it. But then my flight got undelayed. It got moved back up to the original time, which I don't think has ever happened in history. Then, about a minute after that, the gate changed. So I'm walking back down here to the end of the hallway like I was before, just for fun, because that's the gate we're actually leaving from now, if nothing changes in the next few minutes. Actually don't mind the layover, the detour to LA, because I get to sleep more than 90 minutes. So, all right. Don't want to brag, but you're looking at an absolute hero right here. You're looking at him. They wheeled a woman down to gate 32. The guy didn't realize her gate had changed to 26. I could tell it was going to take forever for the guy to come back. I offered to wheel her down to 26. Had a nice conversation the whole way. Her favorite football team is the Cowboys. Her favorite basketball team is the Warriors. She lives in Chandler, Arizona. Her granddaughter just got into college in the area. She's living close to her. Nice conversation, wheeled her down. She didn't miss her flight. Didn't have to bother the Southwest or the airport people who's ever in charge. Hero. So the plane went Oakland to LA. A ton of people got off. I think only 9 of us are staying on. The next place it's going to is Vegas, so I'm not even getting off. I just moved out of the way so everyone could get out, and I'm staying here, and eventually the plane is going to fill up with people. We're going to Vegas. So I know this wasn't like maximum adventure, like bald and bankrupt or anything, but I had a fun time. A lot of things I didn't know if it would go smoothly or not. A lot of the timing I didn't know if it would be smooth or not. All the trains and streetcars and planes like that, pretty smooth, timing pretty good, no dead time, no rush, and the Mets won. So I'll see you in Vegas, and that'll about wrap it up. For one, gotta beat the rush. I'm sure everyone on that plane is on their way to Sahara to jump into 1-2. Second, I don't know how I've been awake. I've only slept like 45 minutes in the past 36 hours. And I feel fine. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna go to probably MGM and start playing. So 18 hours ago at about 4 a.m. I got here. I was waiting at the gate, and now I am back. Went to San Francisco, went to the wharf, went to that food truck I knew from that YouTube video, went to the game. The Mets won, even though I'm wearing an Oakland A's Jackie Robinson hat, and now I'm back. Gonna play poker, maybe play till like 5, 6. Then there's this spot in Harrah's I like, when I'm between rooms and I want to use Wi-Fi, maybe edit all these videos and then try checking into the Rio as early as I could, because I'm going to be tired eventually. I'm not right now somehow, but I'm going to be tired eventually. So off to MGM, get some hours in. I almost called into MGM, but I forgot I deposited all my money at the bank before I drove to the airport. So I gotta go to the bank first. And this is the last thing I need to pay for the whole trip. So tomorrow's video is what everything cost and getting out of the parking garage. I think it's $18 max, as long as I kept it under 24 hours. And I did keep it under 24 hours, and this isn't looking familiar, so I need to think. Oh no, okay, it's looking familiar. I'm down there like half a floor down. Yes, this $18 is going to be the last of it, and tomorrow I'll tell you everything it costs to make this trip. Yep, $18 to park here, as long as you keep it under a day and park in long-term parking. Alright, finally getting tired. Slept 45 minutes of the past 37 hours. I'm here at Sahara, gonna go play, let you know when I stop, what I do when I stop, editing, playing somewhere else, sleeping in my car. We'll see. I could probably check in like 12 hours at the Rio. Am I understanding this right? New car wash, $2 for a sedan, $3 for an SUV, $4 for a van, $5 for a pickup truck, but an extra $15 if your car is plus sized, whatever that means. But if you spend at least $10 on gas, $5 off. So these aren't plus size. The van and the pickup truck are not plus sized, or they are. The van would be $4 plus 15, but minus 5 if you spend an extra 10. I don't know, very complicated, and if I'm not following it, I'm sure other people aren't, but classic Canseco's. Might as well end the video here at Canseco's. I played about 2 hours yesterday, and I just couldn't stay awake. I was at Sahara, so stopped playing, drove to Harrah's, go to sleep in my car for a few hours, and now I'm up at Canseco's, Smith's next, and then check into Rio, and that'll cap the 48-hour stretch. No room, poker, San Francisco, Oakland, the game, more poker in Vegas, you know everything. Tomorrow, last video of the series, what everything cost, and this was not really to minimize how much it could have been. I might do that again in a month, really do it for as cheap as possible. It helps that the A's are playing the Reds, two bad teams, slightly cheaper tickets than Mets A's, and maybe I'll do that in a month, maybe not, but tomorrow, what everything costs for this trip. And remember, rice is a spoon food.